Alright then, Greendale, prepare to face your worst nightmare! Using my 2 pendulum cards, I pendulum summon from my extra deck, Performacy Reef Tail Magician! And from my hand, joining him on stage, I summon forth my Performacy Popstar, the lovely little treat everybody wants to eat.
Not me, no thanks.
Ah, come on, I insist! I have plenty more where that came from!
No, seriously, no thank you. For your information, I'm lactose intolerant.
Aw, that's a shame. I just hope your dragon isn't.
What? What did you just do?
I equipped all 3 of my Popsastars to your dragon. And I hope you're ready because you're in for one sweet surprise. But first, I think I'll just use a few effects. First, my Turtarath adds my Performacy Waterlog Trap back to my hand. And my Performacy Ringaling's Pendulum Scale once again boosts from 1 to 10. Lastly, I'll use Reef Tail Magician's ability once more, boosting its attack points up by 1800. Now, as a famous duelist once said, let's swing into action! Reef Tail Magician, attack his dragon! Splash! Magic attack!
Oh dear. What? Why isn't Cyber Dragon destroyed?
Well, you said it yourself. Your monster can't be destroyed by battle.
Well, yeah, but that only works when my dragon attacks during my turn. He should have been destroyed by that attack. He should have left the field.
And risk losing out on my tasty treat? Not a chance. You see, by unequipping one of my Popsastars, your monster isn't destroyed by battle. But, in return, not only does your monster lose 500 of its attack points, but Reef Tail Magician gets to attack again.
Oh, what?
That's right! Prepare to have a nice, cool taste of your own medicine! Go, Reef Tail! Splash Magic Attack! Again! Splash Magic Attack!
Not so fast, Turner.
Go, Curry Plasma!
Discarding this monster from my hand lets me burn off all the calories that I would have been dealt. And I get to draw 1 card.
Heh, you may have survived that one, but now that I'm unequipping my last Popsastar, this attack should seal the deal! Go, Reef Tail! Finish him!
Not if my impenetrable attack has anything to say about it. With this trap, I can either prevent my monster from being destroyed, or choose to take no damage from this attack. I think I'll choose the latter.
Ah well, I'll send you the bill for this lovely dessert next turn. I set 1 card face down. Your move.
Damn it! Come on, Draco, you can do this. Draw! Alright, I think I've toyed with you long enough. It's time I put an end to this.
Ah yeah? Well, prove it, tough guy!
If you insist. Alright then, to start my turn, I'll play the Pendulum ability of Green Eyes Xyz once more. By removing my Green Eyes Neo Dragon from my extra deck, I can add 2 more Green Eyes cards to my hand. Now I'll perform a Pendulum Summon. So with my 2 cards in the Pendulum Zone, I Pendulum Summon Green Eyes Pulse Dragon, Green Eyes Fuse Dragon, and Emperor with Eyes of Green!
Whoa, that's quite an impressive show you're putting on.
Yeah, well, make sure you don't leave just yet, because there's plenty more where that came from. Now, using my 2 level 6 monsters, I'll—
Hold it! Go, Waterlog! No more Xyz summoning for you!
Not this time. Now I activate my second trap, Green Eyes Resistant Armor! Your Waterlog trap is negated.
No! Ugh, you cheater! No fair!
Well, it wasn't fair the first time you used that trap, so now we're even. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, using my Fuse and Pulse Dragon to build the overlay network. With these two monsters, I shall overlay them to XC Summon. Turner, meet Green Eyes Photon Dragon! You know, do I find it ironic that all of your extra deck monsters appear to resemble the signature cards of other duelists past? What can I say? I like paying my respects to proper duelists.
Maybe so. Or perhaps you're trying to masquerade yourself as a proper duelist.
What's that supposed to mean?
What if the reason why you use extra deck monsters that resemble the main boss monsters of other duelists in the past is so you can try to make yourself look and perhaps even feel as almighty as they are? Perhaps it's some sort of coping mechanism to give yourself confidence in a duel and to hide your little fear of losing.
Turner, of all the things I have heard you say ever since I met you, that has to be the most imbecilic. Or at the very least in the top 10. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, using my Photon Dragon's ability. By getting rid of all of its overlay units, I can banish it from the field until the end of the turn.
What? Why would you do that? You got rid of a powerful monster!
Because for every overlay unit removed, I can banish a monster on your field. So say goodbye to your Reef Tail Magician!
Oh no! I'm wide open!
And I'm far from done, because in case you haven't noticed, I haven't normal summoned yet. And I'll use that normal summon to bring forth the Green Stone of Legend! But he won't be around for long. By tributing it, I can summon my Green Eyes Grey Dragon immediately from the grave. And now I will finally use the pendulum ability of my Green Eyes Synchron, which lets me summon it directly to the field. Now with these two monsters on the board, I think you know what's happening. I tune them together! Synchro summon Green Eyes Starlight Dragon! And when he hits the field, he can negate every face-up card on yours. Your two pendulum cards are now useless.
Ugh, my cards!
Now then, let's wrap this up. You've already wasted enough of my time as it is. Starlight, battle! Attack his life points directly! Shooting Star Plasma!
Not yet, Greendale. From my hand, I play the monster effect of Performacy Octolite! Ugh. That's right, after hyping him up all this time, he's finally about to make his guest appearance! I summon Octolite to the field in defense mode and he can't be destroyed! On top of that, I can also summon an Ink token to the field which can't be destroyed either!
Honestly, I don't know what's more annoying. Your impersonation or the deck that you're using right now. Fine, you got me this time. I'll end my turn, with nothing else I can do. Hold it! Before you start your turn, I'd just like to go over a few things during the end phase. For one, my Photon Dragon returns to the field, and your banished Reef Tail Magician gets attached to him as an overlay unit.
Ah, so now your Photon Dragon has more ammo for his effect. Interesting. Looks like I'm in quite a pickle, aren't I?
That's an understatement. If my monster banishing Photon Dragon wasn't enough, keep in mind my Starlight Dragon can negate any card effect that would negate or destroy, and my Emperor with Eyes of Green protects all of my other monsters from being destroyed or targeted by card effects. So yeah, by the looks of what I have here, I say the chances of you turning your situation around are slim. So go ahead and make whatever little move you can, Turner.
And you jinxed it.
What?
I mean, seriously, Draco, do you not know how things work? The moment you start boasting about how it's pretty much impossible for your opponent to make a comeback, they manage to draw the exact card they need in order to do so. You're not making it easier for yourself to win, let alone prove that you're not afraid of being a loser. Oh, well, you just shut up, okay? Honestly, what is it gonna take to convince you that I'm not afraid of losing? Simple. When you don't perform a hissy fit when I beat you.
Don't you mean if you beat me?
No. When. Now then, let's do this! To start my turn, I'll tribute my token to use Octolyte's other effect, returning your Emperor with Eyes of Green back to your hand.
Ugh. Great. Well, it doesn't matter. I doubt that your Octolyte or anything else you have will be able to take care of my monsters.
Oh, I don't intend for Octolyte to do anything. But for my next trick, he will prove useful. Along with my 2 pendulum monsters.
Really? What good would they do you? Sure, you could use them to pendulum summon more monsters. But without their effects, they're pretty much useless in those zones.
Oh, I'm not going to pendulum summon. Instead, I'm using all 3 of them for my pendulum fusion!
What? You can fusion summon too?
Of course I can! Lancer, hello? Now I combined all 3 of my monsters in order to summon a true warrior from the deep. Here we go! I fusion summon Performer C Shark Paladin!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me! That's another one of those pendulum hybrid cards. How did you get a hold of one of those things? Only the best Lancers have access to them.
I think you answered your own question, Greendale. I am one of the best Lancers. If that doesn't prove to you my true strength, I don't know what does.
Well, not best enough. Photon Dragon, do your thing! Use up an overlay unit and banish his monster!
Too little, too late. I activate Shark Paladin's special ability. Now, not only is it not banished, but I get to redirect your Photon Dragon's effect to another monster on your field. And I think you know who I'm choosing. Starlight Dragon is bye-bye.
Oh no! I'm wide open!
Exactly. Now let's wrap this up, shall we? Go get him, Shark Paladin! Attack his life points directly!
No! No, I'm not losing to you! Not that easily! I banished Green Eye's Kamuri Dragon from my graveyard!
Huh? How did that get in your graveyard?
I sent it there, near the beginning of the duel, with Green Eye's fusion. And by removing it, I can summon the original Green Eye's Great Dragon back to the field. And your attacking monster is destroyed. Ugh! Sorry, Turner, but it looks like me and my dragons live to fly another day.
Don't bet on it. You can't stop my show that easily. You see, when Shark Paladin is destroyed, it goes to my Pendulum Zone. And thanks to its effect, I can immediately summon it from my Pendulum Zone back to the field!
Are you kidding me?
Shark Paladin, let's finish where you left off! Destroy his green eyes!
No, 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 no way!
Starting to act up, are we? Afraid of losing?
Will you shut up? I'm not losing this duel. Not when I banish my V-Victory from the graveyard. With it, I can boost my Green Eye's attack points by 1,000. If my Green Eyes can't take out your Paladin, I'll be taking it with him.
Is that so? Sorry, Greendale, but I think this is checkmate. From my hand, I activate the quick play spell, Performer C Bubble Bomb!
No, no.
Which boosts my monster's attack points by an additional 300.
No. Damn it!
Game, set, and match! Shark Paladin, destroy his green eyes!
Go! Great White Magic Attack! And for the final touch, thanks to the last special ability of my Bubble Bomb, you take damage equal to half your destroyed monster's attack. No! Come on! So long, Greendale. It's been a blast! Ah! God! Bloody... Lashing out at your defeat. Yeah, that's what I thought. My theory is correct. You are afraid of being a loser. If you say that one more time, there will be a live funeral with your name on it. Alright, no need to be rude. I was only trying to help you. Help? Are you serious? How the heck does this help me? How? Does it stop the Organization of the Forgotten beating me here? Does it undo all the damage that they've done? Does it bring back everyone who they defeated, they destroyed, who they killed? Will does making a fuss about it accomplish any of that? That's it. You're not just afraid of losing, are you? You're afraid of the consequences of losing. I have a perfectly good reason to be afraid of the consequences. Look at how far the organization has gotten. Look at Phoenix University. We are standing in what remains of it. Look what they've done. All of this was because we failed. All of this was because I failed. Draco, you shouldn't just put the burden on yourself. I mean, none of this is your fault. Why not? Every time I fail to stop the organization, they get closer and closer to what they're planning. Perhaps, but what were you expecting to do? Just sweep them all in one go? You're not invincible, Greendale, as much as you'd probably hate to think of it. And besides, it's not just you who's worried about the consequences of what would happen if you kept losing these battles. I mean, pretty much everyone else is just as worried as you are. Heck, including me. What about Yugioh, for crying out loud? I mean, do you think he felt bad after losing against Silence? And Minus, for that matter? I mean, both he and Uber literally tried their best. They literally pushed themselves. Took on one of the most powerful members of the organization just to do it, and they failed. How do you think they feel? How do you think Yugioh feels, especially after you slandered him for being unable to beat him? Don't you think he's already had enough of that from his home dimension? Oh. Look, I get it. Things are bad, and if we don't get a hold of ourselves sooner or later, they're only going to get worse. But do you think going on about them, about how bad things will get, about how bad they are at the moment, do you think any of that's going to help? It's only going to make everyone else feel worse. Okay. Alright. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I've been acting like a get lately. I'm sorry about my attitude. It's just you're right. I am afraid of the possibility of losing against Mephiles. I mean, I've heard stories about the damage Zart can inflict. And how the entire multiverse almost got destroyed by him. Twice! I can't abide witnessing that myself. Nobody can. I'm sure of that. I know things are bad, especially now, but that's why it's so important for all of us to stick together and work together and keep trying. The more we complain and brag on about how terrible things are, the worse they're going to get, and the less better we're going to feel. I mean, sure, we might have more letdowns in the future. And sure, Mephiles might keep getting the upper hand in some regards, but as long as we keep trying, as long as we keep putting our heads to it, we will defeat him. And I know it's going to be a long and arduous road, but we've come this far, haven't we? We've managed to get to Phoenix University. If we stood no chance against them, then we probably would not be here to begin with. Mephiles probably would have already won by now. Besides, all those legendary duelists you said you respected, do you think any of them would have given up if they were in our position now? Where do you think Yugioh himself would have gotten when the going got tough? Where do you think he would have ended up? Or any of the other legendary duelists, for that matter? I don't believe I'm saying this, but you're right. You're right, Turner. All those legendary duelists didn't give up when the going got tough. Shea Obsidian didn't give up when his dimension was being invaded. Declan didn't give up when his father was attempting interdimensional conquest. And Yuma especially didn't give up, no matter what situation he was thrown in. Well, that's not entirely true. He did have his, downer moments. Perhaps so. But despite that, he still kept pressing on. And I suppose we should too. No matter how bad things get, no matter how much more peril we're put in, I shouldn't be defeated. Correction, we won't be defeated. And that's the spirit, Greendale! You know, it's a shame I can't see this side of you more often. So do I. But unfortunately, I have a reputation to obtain. Now then, let's go back inside the border, Daddy-o! We're sneaking, we're sneaking, we're sneaking, we're sneaking, we're sneaking, we're sneaking. I owe Hugo an apology.